Virgo. So I just got off my Friday night live and I was holier than thou. And I said, who could I be holier than thou with? And it had to be my Virgos. So I had to just come on. I think y'all were the last one that I had to do anyway. So I was like, let me go ahead and whip my Virgos out so I can be done with these monthlies. And I know a lot of y'all been waiting for it anyway. So I'm like, let me go ahead and get it done. So Virgos, here we go with the October Teroscope. Now, for this read, I'm going to be using the Halloween Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. And you can find this on Amazon. I've seen it on Amazon. I've seen it on eBay too. So if you're looking for it, definitely connect with those places. So Virgo, big changes have come in, you guys. Now, some of you, there may be a little bit of depression that's going on. And I feel like there's something that ended. And it could have been with a job. It could have been with a relationship. But I feel like there was this moment of this little thing of depression, and then it's like, okay, now I got to get up and get myself together, and I got to move on. So some of you may be coming to an end of a cycle with something and then feeling like it's time for me to go ahead and move on, which leads me to actually moving. For a few of you, you may be faced with a decision. Do I want to stay where I'm at, or do I want to go ahead and move to a different city, or do I want to move to a different state? Some of you might even be coming to the energy of, I want to go to a different country. Now, this could be for love. For some of you, though, I feel like that if you were living with somebody, there may be a divorce or something or a separation that's coming in, and you could find yourself living in your space by yourself or either looking for your own space. Um, there's a lot of travel that's coming in around you guys. And I feel like if you're doing road trips, make sure you're checking your cars, your fluid, your tires. For some of you, this could literally be flying on an airplane, but I feel like that there is some traveling that is going to be coming in for you guys. And some of you, you may be a little bit nervous about this. So this could actually be an opportunity that just kind of fell into your lap. And it's like, okay, I want it, but I'm going to have to travel. I do see sickness around you, so make sure that if you are putting yourself out there with public transportation, whether you're vaxxed or unvaxxed or whatever, I don't even care at this point. Whether you are vaxxed or unvaxxed, make sure that you wear your mask and you use your disinfectant and your wipes and things like that. Because I do see there is sickness around this travel. Now, if you are unfortunate enough to get sick, I do see recovery with this, but I feel like for a lot of you, you need to go ahead and make sure that your immune system is good. If you are traveling, if you are going to be around a large crowd of people, take your precautions with you. Some of you, if you are still of an age to have babies, you might want to go ahead and protect yourself. I feel like there's some pop-up babies that are coming in. I think there's something that's coming into with, maybe if this is not baby, some of you may be trying some new I don't even know how to put it. You might have got with a freaky date. There might be some new sexual positions that are coming out. I was like, okay, how do I put that out there? But I do feel like you might need to stretch. If you are of a certain age or you haven't done this before, I feel like there could be some muscle spasms. I'm sorry, Virgo. I'm sorry, Virgo. There may be some muscle spasms. You might pull a muscle. The person you with may pull a muscle. I mean, don't go into helicopter if you haven't stretched first, Virgo. Be really careful with that. Now, for some of you, this literally could be, if you've been celibate for a while and your body's getting used to a new partner, take care of yourself with that, Virgo. Spirit, why? Why, Spirit? And I'm in a nun's costume, Spirit. Come on now. But for some of you, I definitely do feel that you need to take some precautions if you are starting a new relationship. Some of you might be the freaky deek that's talking about, come on, let's try this. The other person, though, could be the one that's like, okay, yeah, come on, let's try it. So I will say that there may be some new passion that's coming in. Now, if this is not a sexual thing, this could literally be, oh, I'm starting a new business or I'm starting a new project and there's some passion that is there. But I feel like some of y'all are really going into this energy where something feels really, really good. And it's like, I really want to keep doing this, or I really love to do this, or this is bringing out something in me that I've never felt before. Go with it, Virgo. Go with it. I feel for a lot of you that this is going to be something that is really positive when you need it. A few of you, I definitely feel like that there may be, like I say, some downtime that may be coming in from sickness. This could be the flu, could be a cold. I do feel like that there may be a few days where you could be struggling with something and then you start to feel a little bit better. A few of you might be looking into a new vehicle. I'm getting something that could be blue or gray or dark. There's a dark colored vehicle that I feel like some of you are going to be driving in or riding in. And it may be new to you, or this could be, if you're going on a road trip with somebody, this could be them driving. I am being told be careful of addictions, whether this is you having addictions or somebody you're dealing with that's having addictions. I feel like somebody's going through a really hard time. It could be food addictions because maybe there's some depression and you're trying to self-medicate. This could be, taking edibles. This could be drinking a little bit too much wine. If this is not you, Virgo, you could be dealing with somebody that has bad addiction issues and it's affecting their health. And we've seen this before in the cards. So for some of you, this person has been lingering in there for a while. If this is not a person and this is your energy, there may be some talks about getting healthier. I get something with exercising or losing weight. Some of you might be getting diet pills, or you might be trying. I'm getting something with laxatives, something to make your stomach go down. So for a few of you, this may be either a health issue, some type of constipation or irritable bowel syndrome, and you're working on it, or either literally you're trying to jumpstart some type of weight loss program, Virgo. I do feel that there's going to be some remodeling. If you're not moving, some of you might be changing the way your house is set up. Might be adding something new to your house. I feel like there's some type of major spiritual journey that's coming in for a few of you. So you may actually even be switching religions. If you're religious, you might be becoming spiritual. If you are spiritual, you might be working with your deities more. There's something that is opening up, and it could be moving towards, October 31st. Maybe some of you are trying something different, but I definitely feel like there's some type of spiritual growth that's coming in. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to messages that come to you from your dreams. Some of you are going to be connecting more with your community. There may be even getting jobs or doing some type of event. This could be running. This could be pop-up shops. This could be opening yourself up to something that has to do with work, new projects. I feel if this is ideas, you might be doing something with branding. You might be bringing something out or changing the look of a particular product. Or you could be putting your name out there. I see a lot of recognition that is coming your way. I will say though, Virgo, be really careful with your mouth this month. If this is not you, it could be somebody poking at you and trying to get you to go off. But I feel like that, of course, we're in Mercury retrograde until I think the 18th, and we know that energy lingers a little bit. So it may even take you to the end of the month. But for some of you, be really careful that you're not getting into petty arguments or disagreements, because I'm feeling like there's some frustration and it just kind of comes to the top and then it drops. And you may have to go ahead and deal with that. So if you know that you're sensitive, or you know you're irritated or frustrated, and you have a partner or somebody that is kind of poking at you, it might be good to kind of, step back a little bit this month. Be like, I love you to death, but I don't want to talk about it. We'll talk about it at the end of the month, because I don't want to get in an argument with you. So I feel like some of you may be thinking, I don't want to do this. There could be a differences of opinion or butting heads with somebody. Some of you could be dealing with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. I'm getting somebody that may have some animosity or some anger that they're still trying to deal with. So this person could be trying to make you deal with this, or, there could even be some legal situation that's going on with this person that just kind of pushes you to the edge, Virgo. Before you sign anything, make sure it's exactly what you want, that you're not getting played by this person. I do feel like there is some talk about money or something that has to do with property. So for a few of you, you might be looking for this house, or you might be looking for some type of property, and maybe you're not in agreement with it, or there's obstacles that are causing problems with you and your partner. Or maybe one wants to move and the other one doesn't want to move, or one can move and the other one can't move. But I feel like there's something definitely coming in with movement. You're entering a period of luck. You may have a lot of people that are looking for you, that want to work with you. Be careful that you don't sign on to anything that you are not in 100% agreement with. Some of you, there may even be a loss of a job. I feel like that maybe it was something where you felt like maybe you weren't 100% involved in it anyway. Maybe it was something that you didn't want to really put a lot of your energy into. So I will say, there's other opportunities coming in. If one door closes, another door will open for you. But I feel like for right now, some of you want freedom, and it may be even freedom in not only work, but it could also be freedom in a relationship. I feel like somebody who's like, I don't want to have to be stuck somewhere. I want to be able to go when I want to go in, or I want to be able to move around the way I want to move around. And some of you, this could be entrepreneurship. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo spirit, Virgo. Some of you be prepared that you're definitely going to be dealing with some shadow work this month. There may be some things about you, the people you're dealing with, your relationships that make you look deeper. Like, why? Why am I keep doing this? Why do I keep getting the same type of people or attracting the same type of people? Why do I keep getting into these same petty arguments with people? Why am I putting my energy into certain people? And some of you are going to have to turn around and look at you and be like, oh, maybe it is me. Be open. Spirit is telling me that some of you are going through some type of transformation, and it's because you feel you need to. Something is played out. If you have a cycle that you keep doing, it's played out. If there's things that you keep picking the same type of people, it's played out. I feel like Spirit is really trying to speak to you about changes, about transformation, and maybe the transformation is going to take people away from you that don't need to be there. And for some of you, this could be people that you're close with. Doesn't mean that they did anything to you. I just feel like maybe you outgrew them or they outgrew you, Virgo. So be prepared for that. I keep hearing poison love. Poison love. Something was poisoned, whether this was a romantic relationship or a friendship. It was poison. And some of you may have to let go of that. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Definitely feel something coming in with good luck, and I feel like money is attached to it. Some of you might even be worried about money, but Spirit is saying that you have opportunities that are coming in. Now, I do hear watch your blind spot. You may have where you're seeing people in like the best of lights and you don't see the negativity or the darker energy around this person. Some of you are going to get played by someone that you feel like they're just too good to be true. And if they feel too good to be true, they might be Virgo. Look deeper into it. Will not apply to everyone, but for some of you, maybe you're feeling something about a certain person. It could be somebody that you work with, could be somebody that you're dating, could be somebody that you've started some type of friendship with, and you're like, I feel like I need to keep an eye on them. Trust your intuition is what I hear Spirit saying. First card up, we got the Mummy. The Mummy is about changing, something that's coming in, a transformation. The Owl is about wisdom, knowledge. So maybe some of you have learned something new, went through some things. Poison love, here we go. Risk, reward. Some of you may be taking a chance on somebody new because it comes after maybe something not going well. For a few of you, a relationship ended. It was poison. And you're ready to take a risk. Be careful that you're not moving too fast because you're still in this change. You're still becoming whoever you're supposed to become. And you haven't quite made it there yet. The wisdom is there. But some of you, be careful that you don't end a relationship and jump into something too quick. We do see happiness heart coming in, and it may be because you have connected with someone, but I'm looking at the blood dripping off the apple, which means that there may be some things that you still don't know about this person. If this is not a relationship, for some of you, this could be even going into a new job, but it may be something that you don't know everything about. Interesting. Light after darkness. We have on top of that happiness, though. So some of you, maybe you're walking away from a very toxic situation. You've learned a lesson. I'm wisdom, I'm wiser, I've learned something, I'm going through some type of change. I feel like this was two people that grew in two different directions. Could be a friendship, could be a relationship, but there's some wisdom that's coming out of it, and there's some light after the darkness. I'm looking at something in a better way, in a better light, and it looks like it's going to be deep. Yeah, death card, something definitely died, so a new cycle could end. And it looks like a lot of you are going to be focused in on money, like building yourself up, Black Cat, that luck, opportunities coming in, money coming in. Here's the thing, Virgo, and I saw this with somebody else's reading. I'm not sure if it was Gemini, but I felt like something ended so something new could begin. And as long as you were attached to this toxicity, the new beginning wasn't going to come. So some of you had to cut ties with something or someone so that you could get this luck, this Black Cat energy to come in. There was a death. There was an end of a cycle. Something completely died. Could be a divorce. Could be an ending of a partnership, entrepreneurship. Could be the end of a friendship that maybe was toxic. Whatever it was, something was holding you back. And some of you are freeing yourself from this cycle. You're changing, you're growing, and it's moving you towards a place of opportunity. New money coming in, meeting new people. I feel like you're doing something in the community. The lamp is literally open roads. Something is illuminating. I'm looking at something differently because of this luck. I wasn't expecting things to get better because maybe I was a little bit depressed because something ended, or I was a little bit depressed because I'm dealing with a toxic situation. And I don't want that. We have something that came out, the light came out, the darkness was, pushed to the side. You let something die, and now we have a new path. We have something that is illuminating. I'm seeing things clearly. And I feel like whatever it was, oh, look, the ancestors are on top of it. Spirit had a hand in this. Spirit was like, look, you're going in the wrong direction. We got to stop this. This is not good for you. Let us put you on the right road. We're going to light the way up so you can move in a different direction. For a few of you, if this was a job and it was a dead end, Spirit was like, okay, let's stop it. Let's move on. If this was a relationship and it was toxic and it was poison love, Spirit was like, nope, come on, let's move on. We're lighting the path for you. We're bringing in your luck. We're bringing in opportunities. But you got to let something go. And for some of you, this is shadow work. If this was a part of yourself where you were holding yourself back, it's like you're coming out of the darkness. I can see. When you look at the cat eyes, look how big they are. It's like somebody is really taking in the full picture now. And it was what Spirit wanted you to see. And for some of you, they've been patient with you because I think they've been trying to show you this for a while. For a few of you, this is going back months, years. Spirit is like, look, pay attention. Yeah, skull of stars. Possibility, endless. Let us open the door for you. Let us show you some things. And it looks like it's coming in at the right time. For some of you, because you've done some work. You've learned some things. You're wiser. You're like, you can't play me like that anymore. You can't bring this bullshit into me and expect me to take it the way I used to because I've changed. I'm not the same person. I've taken my wrappings off. I've taken off whatever, was keeping me bound. When you look at a mummy, everything is tied up. And this person is they're taking off their, what you call them? I want to call them restraints, but they're wrapping because they've learned the lesson. They've been wrapped up long enough to where they've learned some things and they're wiser. Ooh, Virgo. Get it, Virgo. Infinite possibilities. New jobs. New love. Some of you have more than one option when it comes in towards your money or your love. Don't get stuck on one person, Virgo. If you're newly single, it looks like that you may have somebody else that's coming in, but not only is it that person, but it looks like you have other admirers that have been waiting to come in for you too. If this is a business thing and you were like, I want to start my own business, but nobody's going to support me, it looks like that you do have people who are watching you, who want to work with you, and they were waiting for you to cut ties with something that they didn't want to deal with. Maybe you were dealing with a company or a supervisor that these people were like, look, they're too much of a problem. We can't work with you because we don't want to work with them. But you cut ties. The ancestors opening up doors for you. They're illuminating your path, and it's bringing in a lot of possibilities. And for some of you, you're going to be connecting with people who actually see your worth. Like, you're special. You're worth it. You're worth the time that I'm putting into you. This is somebody who's looking at you and they're like, I get you. There's equality. You're not the one pulling the wagon now. You're with a partnership where it's like, okay, we pull the wagon together. This could have been just an eye opening. Some of you, this might have even been a reboot in your relationship where it's like, okay, wait a minute. It was going in a different direction. It was starting to become toxic or heavy. And that's not what I want. I want happiness. Because every time I look at your cards, all y'all want is stability. You want your money to be right and you want stability. I want my money in my house. That's it. And if you were having problems with that, I feel like Spirit, the ancestors came down and they were like, look, you're looking at something the wrong way. If it's dead, let's cut it. Let's let it die. Let's make the change. Let's let this transformation come. Because we're bringing you to a place where somebody sees your worth. Whether this is a job that took advantage of you and they didn't see you working all day, working all night, and they were giving you a little bit of money. You get in a job where somebody's like, okay, look, we love how you work. We're gonna pay you 3 times as much because you work hard. If this is a relationship and somebody was treating you like shit, you're meeting somebody that's like, look, you're the love of my life. You should be treated like the king or the queen that you are. Interesting, Virgo. Oh, exploring wildness. That's where all this stretching before sex and all this stuff goes on. We got some passion coming in. Somebody's a beast. Can I even talk about this when I'm dressed as a nun? I mean, well, I guess I'm already kind of faking the funk. We might as well get into it. But some of you, either this person is bringing something out in you that you have never experienced before, and you doing cartwheels over the bed and back bends, or you're bringing this out in somebody and they are like, I can't contain it. Ooh, y'all better be careful for that full moon. Somebody fixing to wild out. But here's the thing, Virgo. Something comes in that is passionate and wild, and then it stalls. It takes a break, and you're like, what the fuck? What happened? Oh, somebody comes in and it's like, I'm going to give you everything you want. And you're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then they try to control. It's like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Virgo's like, okay, cool. I'm with you all the way up into the control, to the zombie. I'm not your zombie. I'm not going to go in the direction you want me to go just because you want me to go there. So if this is a job and they're like, okay, you can have everything, but you got to do this. Virgo's like, oh, before we sign that contract, wait. If this is a love interest and this person is wilding out and giving you the best sex of your life, and they're like, okay, well, now you're my man or my woman, you got to do as I say. And Virgo was like, wasn't that serious. It was good, but it wasn't that serious. Interesting. Some of you are going to be putting your foot down, the strength card. I'm not weak. I've changed. If you thought that you were going to come in and control me or try to help navigate my life or lead me in a direction I didn't want to go, I'm not weak. I'm strong. Somebody may be learning this about you. Maybe they think they already know, but they don't really know. They don't really know. All this wildness, maybe this is hitting you too. Like, wait a minute, the full moon, you ain't seen the full me yet. Something is going to come out and there's something with control over it and you're like putting your foot down. Nope. If this is a job, nope. Let's go back over those figures. Let's go back over that project. Let's go back over whatever it is that we're trying to negotiate because I'm not a pushover. I have changed. I'm not the same person. I've taken these bindings or these wrappings off. I'm wiser. Some of you have somebody coming back from the past. Could be an old job. Maybe you moved on and they're like, look, we have your position open. Come back. Nope. If this is a person who's coming back from the past and it's like, I've changed. I want to work things out with you. Nope. Because I've changed. I've gotten wiser. I'm dealing with the strength. I'm standing for myself. These bones are hard. They're tough. I let the old me or that old situation die. I'm not doing it. If you thought you knew me, you didn't really know me because now this is who I am. Maybe somebody's making y'all feel that way. Or it's like, they're pumping you up and you're like, okay, yep, I'm good. I do feel like there is a Fulio or Fuliet that's coming back from the past. Yeah, a trick or treat. Somebody coming in to play Virgo. You don't want to play with them. The veil is lifted. You can see. So if anybody's coming in that's trying to play games with you, this could have been somebody who was real, real sweet, or they can be real, real sweet, and then they just turn real nasty. Like, you're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I feel like when they do this, if this is a negative aspect of this person, they bring out the negative aspect in you where it's like, now I'm nasty too, and we got 2 werewolves going after it. Some of you have somebody coming back from the past, and it's like, I've changed, I'm good, but they're not. They have the ability to be one way or the other, and it's like they have these moments where you're cool with them, and then they just flip. Could be somebody who's really emotional. There could be some mood swings that are going on in a relationship. I feel like if this is a partner and you are still with this partner, Spirit is like, take your eyes off, and it's like you need to see things. Rose-colored glasses or blindfold, take these off so we can work through this. I'm tired of playing games. I'm tired of going through the same, cycle. I don't want to be controlled. Or vice versa, general read, Virgo, you could be trying to control somebody and they don't want to be controlled, and that's why they're showing their wild side. You got me fucked up. Somebody's like, don't put me in the box. Don't put me in the box. Be really careful. We have the vampire, people draining your energy. Are you feeling like petty things are draining your energy? Some of you, this control aspect with somebody, this trick and treating, this is game plan. What are we doing? Where are we going? If this is somebody new, you could be like, okay, look, all right, I don't want to pour it into a one-sided relationship. For a few of you, though, I don't feel like this new relationship is one-sided. But be careful, though, if it starts to feel that way or go that direction, because you may have somebody who gets too comfortable. Or the person may even be thinking, I'm doing a lot for you and you're not really doing anything for me. Be careful of keeping that balance with that. For some of you, you have somebody who's coming back from the past, who's playing games, trick or treat, vampire. They just want to drain your energy. They're not bringing anything positive into this anymore. They just want to drain you. Some of them could be playing control, mind games. You know what? I love you. I love you. Please don't. Whatever. And it's like, no, I'm not the same person. If you're dealing with somebody that was going really passionate and then they pull back and then they come back and they are trying to give you that boo-boo story of, I needed some time away or whatever and I'm going through some things, I think they're full of shit. I think that, if they're not communicating why they have to pull away from you, there's something else that's going on. Definitely, you're going to be fighting against some type of control issue this month. Some of you are like, I can show you better than I can tell you. Don't fuck with me. Don't push me to the limit because I've changed. I'm not the same person. The ancestors are 100% backing this change, Virgo. They're saying, like, look, we're connected. We're bringing in this luck. We're opening your road. The lamp is, we're illuminating. You have some wisdom. We're sharing this with you. We're bringing you to brighter days. The strength card is on top of you. And it was because of this change that you became stronger, or you are becoming stronger. And if there was a poison relationship or a toxic relationship that you were dealing with, let it die. Let it die. See something for what it really is. If this is a job, if this is a friendship, if this is people that are just, they only come to you when they need something. I need money. Can you be there for me? I want, a relationship with you, but I only want it the way I want it. Or I can only see you when I want to see you. Or, you have somebody where you're constantly having to pick them up and you're feeling some kind of way about it. And some of you, you're getting frustrated and you don't want this energy anymore. You're not trying to be drained. You don't want to connect with somebody that you feel this way. You want something that gives you some type of freedom. You have sweetness coming in, synergy. Something that makes you feel balanced, something that makes you feel good, that you're moving in the right direction. So anything that makes you feel like you're being drained or you're played with this month, you're cutting ties. That's your plaything. You need to move on, or you're going to get got. Watch your mouth this month, Virgo. Watch your mouth. It may be that you have to tell this person something. I don't know. Be prepared to. Some of you may have some type of gossip or some trickery in your community. Like I said, don't sign up for something or sign contracts or do pop-ups where you're not getting your money and your things back. Don't go into projects where you're not getting what you need. Somebody could be working with you that is really not, your friend. They're not taking care of you. Some of you could be walking away from a job because there was some trick-or-treating or some type of, deception that was going on in a job. It's like, I'm not doing this anymore. I do feel like that there's a big decision that's coming in the winter months, and I think it's going to have to deal with a move. Let me see. Illumination, magic, skull of flowers, creating through ashes, unnecessary fear. There's a move. Some of you are scared, but there's something happening this winter where there's a big decision that's coming in. Could be getting a different job, could be going into a business of your own this winter. Some of you might even be letting go of a relationship or thinking about coming in to a new relationship or making more of a commitment. But we got the graveyard, unnecessary fear. What are you scared of, Virgo? You've changed. You're not the same person. You learned the lesson. They're not going to play you the way they played you before. You're cutting ties and you're protected. You're spiritually protected. So whatever this change is coming in this winter, it's time. The ancestors brought it to you. If they brought it to you, they will bring you through it. But there's definitely, walking away from something that was toxic. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. You saw it for what it was. You cut ties. It was poison. And you let it die. I don't think you ate the apple. I think somebody else ate the apple. And they fucked themselves. And you were like, yeah, too bad, too sad. But you couldn't play games with me. And if they thought they were playing games with you, then I think it was more empathetic. I feel obligated to you. I feel empathy towards you. And that's why I deal with what I do. But the person kind of started feeling like they could manipulate you, control you. And they can't. Because you've changed. You're stronger. You're wiser. Get it, Virgo. Get it. Tell them. Can't play me because I ain't the same person. They're going to be like, what? You're not Virgo? Well, what happened? I don't know. But I'm not the same one. I'm about to choke on my gum over here, Virgo, trying to do this reading. But yeah, you're not the same. And they're going to see it. And a lot of people are going to see it too. Some of you are going to have some gossip in your community about you. Maybe they don't agree with your lifestyle or they don't agree with this change or whatever that happened, but it happened for a reason. And it made you stronger and you're not going to go back. You're done. So whatever it is that you feel like you're going to close doors on, once you close that door, you're going to be done with it. Some of you are kind of closing it slowly. Like, I don't know. Let me look. Let me see. And some of y'all are slamming it. Like, oh, I'm done. I'm done. Get in where you fit in with it. But I will tell you, once you let something die, your life is going to go ahead and improve 100%. So whatever you're holding on that's toxic, let it go. Because Spirit is showing improvement, happiness, strength, stability coming in. The werewolf thing is, oh, you can't fuck with me. You can't fuck with me. And if they try, they're going to catch them claws on that werewolf. I hope not, Virgo. Don't get arrested, y'all. I ain't got no bail money for y'all. I know a few of y'all, and I'm like, I'll be there for y'all. The ones that I know really need it. But don't get arrested, all right, Virgos? I love you.